Welcome to the Game Winner Pod. I'm your host, Malique Gordon. That's AJ Stovall. And today, coming to you guys with our first show. We're going to talk a lot of basketball, some football, might talk about some life things as well if we have to. But given the fact that we are two former and current college basketball players, I am playing basketball at Bluefield University right now. It's the NAI school out of Bluefield, Virginia, and he used to play JUCO at Richard Bland College as JUCO in Virginia as well. So given that, we're gonna talk a lot of basketball on this show. So we hope you guys enjoy and appreciate you for watching in advance. So, bro, I guess my first question to you would be, what are some teams that are standing out to you right now, around the NBA?
Um, First, it gotta be the Cavs, not just because they're undefeated, but because I just wasn't expecting them to really go undefeated. Like I was expecting them to really be good as they is now. Like I was like a couple of years, like ever since they got Don for Mitchell, I feel like this is what they should have been doing, but I just haven't really showed. They haven't really showed they've been consistent a little bit. Um, been one of the best teams in the East for sure, but just haven't been get over that hump. So hopefully this year will be that year. Another team that stands out to me. Probably gotta be, probably gotta be OKC. It was good last year, but it was just like I seen yesterday how they won without Chet, and that's crazy. Like that just like they didn't have nobody above like 6'8" playing. Like that's insane. And they had 45. Like I don't know. I just feel like that's one of them teams like they young, they still got their camaraderie without Chet. So it's like, hey,
Yeah, when I asked that question, those are two teams that came to mind. The Cavs certainly because like they're undefeated at 12 and 0. And like you know me, like I feel like the mode of having a true traditional starting lineup with a point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, and center. I feel like that's what wins championships. Like that's what works.
yeah,
And too much small ball nowadays. Like I know the Warriors made that popular. I know the Warriors had success with it, but I feel like the way that the Cavs are constructed, that's how a championship team should be constructed. So I'm not surprised, but then again, I am because I don't know. It's like to me, they're a team that I think should be a championship contender. But when I look at like the Knicks or the Celtics or the Sixers or teams like that, I'm not even going to include the Bucks because they're cut.
bad
But when
this
I
year.
look at those other teams in the East, I don't really know if I can sit here and say that they're better than those teams, especially when those teams are at full strength.
Yeah.
Because all those teams are going to make the playoffs, and I don't know if we can sit here and say the Cavaliers are going to be the team to get out the East. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you got the Celtics. They're what 9-2, I think.
Yep.
But if those two teams were to match up, I don't know if I can sit here and say the Cavs could beat them in a 7-game series. And to piggyback what you said off the Thunder, that was impressive. Like going into a team, and Zubac up to this point has been playing really, really good.
Yep.
Uh, Playing alongside James, a pass first player now in his career. Not shooting the ball very well, but he's still scoring a little bit. But Zubac's numbers, I think this is like the best year he's had in his career up to this point so far. And for them to go in there and without a center, without Chet and Hartenstein, he's not back yet.
Yep.
For them to go in there and beat them, you know what I'm saying? And that was a game that I thought Zubac would feast on the glass at least. And he didn't. I don't even know what his stat line was, but I can look it up.
I think he still had a double double though.
Yeah, he had a double double, which is expected. But my thing is, when I say E, like he had 22 and 14, not a bad game, but against a team like OKC, where like you said, that tallest player was 6'8", I
Mhm.
would have thought he would have had a little bit more impact than what he had. And for Shea to go off for 45, that's the Shea that I know. Like for the past couple games, really for the start of the season, he wasn't really showing me the Shea that I seen last year and the year prior. Maybe that's because of Jalen Williams. He's coming along, Chet's coming along, and now Chet's out. But 45 points, 9 assists, three rebounds, 5 steals, and 2 blocks. shooting 62% from the field, 50 from three, and 94 from the line. Yeah, I think with Chet being out, this is going to be the moments where we see him start to transform back into what we know, that 30 point per game score every night. And we're gonna see where it go.
Yeah, well, he has to. I feel like, yeah, he's definitely gonna average 30 now because he has to score 30 for them to win. I mean, he has no choice. Him and Jalen's got to get at least above 25 each just for him to win the game. So, I mean, hey, listen, we're gonna see. Hopefully, he
Don't
do.
don't sleep on their defense though. Like they're still a good defensive team.
Oh yeah, for sure. With Caruso and them come off the bench, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, with Dort. And again, I don't know how many people are gonna say this, but I think Shea's a great defender. I
No,
think
yeah,
Dub's a great defender. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? Like those are two guards that I think can make the all defensive team if
fact.
they to. Like Shea had 5 steals last game. Like, so yeah. What other teams do you think around the league are getting you? What do you think about D'Lo coming off the bench?
Oh yeah, I mean, Lakers won, so I mean. I can't really say too much about it. I really don't like to see D'Lo come off the bench just because of the fact that matters D'Lo. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we know personally how D'Lo is. Like, I know how much you like D'Lo. Like,
Yeah.
we already know how D'Lo gets. So, yeah, it's kind of crazy for him coming up. It's kind of weird, but if it helps the team win and he said he cool with it, I mean, I can't really be mad about it. What about you? How you
Gotcha.
feel about it?
I believe they're 2-0 with him
Yep,
coming off the
since
bench.
then.
I think his
Hmm.
numbers are better with him coming off the bench. Yeah, you know me, bro. I don't I don't like it. I'll die on this hill. He's better than Austin Reeves to me, right? Like he's made an all-star team. He's been the best player on a team that made the playoffs. I don't know if you put Austin Reeves in that situation, he can do that. So I'm always gonna think D'Lo's a better player out of them two. But one thing I don't like about him is like I feel like he plays so nonchalant.
Yeah,
Austin Reeves is he's a player. He's like I'm gonna go get it. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? Like he's gonna attack, 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 get to the foul line, whatever. And D'Lo is more like a player where he's just like I'm just gonna nonchalantly get to my spot,
He's too cool.
nonchalantly get to the three. You know what I'm saying? If he's on fire, he's on fire.
Yeah, he's on fire.
But you know what I'm saying? Like it's like 50-50 with him, it seemed like.
Yeah, it do. That's what I was thinking. I thought about that too. I mean, it's been times where D'Lo's been cooking playing like that though, like playing on nonchalant like he cool, but like he'll get 30, 40 points on you doing that. Like
Yeah,
we've
he
seen it
will.
before. So now also Reeves definitely like he seemed like he gonna get to the basket any means necessary, get a bucket any means necessary. I mean, I can see his game is evolving. Yeah, I mean, they're good pieces for the team.
Yeah. No, the AD injury, again, a little poke to the eye. I'm not gonna say
Yep.
it scared me, but knowing AD, he could be out
Anytime
for
AD
months.
goes to the ground, it scares everybody.
So, good to see that he's okay. I like JJ Redick as a coach. Um, I think going in, I felt like he was automatically going to be a better coach than Darvin Ham. I just thought he would be. When I
Right.
talk about the game, even on the podcast he had with LeBron, where they talk X's and O's, I thought he would be a better coach. I didn't like the way they went about hiring him, but it doesn't take away from the fact of like I thought he would succeed with them, and he's showing it. AD's right now, I think, is first in MVP voting right now. I
Hmm.
know it's early. I think he's first in DPOY also. I think I don't know for that. I know it's MVP. I don't know for DPOY.
I don't know about DPOY.
Right. But yeah, I love what he's doing with AD. I love what he's doing with the team. Um, took some bad losses, but he made that adjustment, sending D'Lo to the bench. So we'll see how it goes. Who do they have coming up? They don't play today, they play tomorrow. Who
They
do they
play
play? The Grizzlies.
yep.
So another playoff rematch. We'll see how that goes. So
That's
yeah.
if John Morant plays.
Hmm.
If John Morant plays, it'd be a good game.
He may not play.
Nah, they say he got that hamstring injury week to week.
Oh, that's right.
So we'll see about that. But
If he don't
AD,
play, we're gonna win.
yeah, because AD's playing.
Let me clear something up. I am a Laker fan, diehard Laker fan. I'm a Kobe fan. Kobe's my GOAT. Greatest of all time is Kobe. And he's a LeBron fan.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm
You're a
I'm not a
Lakers
Lakers
fan,
fan. I'm not a Lakers fan. I'm a
but he's a
LeBron.
LeBron
But,
fan. So
but
he
he on the Lakers, so I
so
want the Lakers to
he is
win.
rooting for the same team currently right now.
Currently, yeah.
Yeah. So um, but yeah, man. I don't know. I'm looking around the league. I'm like I'm seeing teams like the Suns and the Warriors. They're they're shocking me. I'm gonna say that they're shocking me.
No, they shocking me too.
Yeah, I thought with Klay Thompson leaving, they didn't even make the playoffs last year. I know Klay had a bad season by his metrics. When you look at his numbers, he didn't have a bad season at all.
Right.
But by his standard, he had a bad season. They didn't make the playoffs. I'm thinking for certain they're going to fall off a cliff and like be somewhere below the playing game. And they're sitting here with the 1 or 2 seed, I believe.
They were they 8-2, 9-2.
They are 8-2. They're the 3 seed or tied for the 2 seed with the Suns, which is another team that's shocking me also. And we're gonna talk about Durant's injury in a little bit. But yeah, I mean they went to OKC, got a huge win. I didn't think that was gonna happen, but it did. So what do you think about Golden State and how they're looking right now?
I agree with you. They they kind of surprising me just for the fact that matters. Yeah, when they lost Clay, I thought it was like, yeah, there's no way they was gonna. They made the playoffs last year, so there's no way they was gonna make the playoffs even with like without him.
Yeah,
But they're showing like even without Clay, they having good role players that can step up. Moody, who else? Kaminga.
Mingo.
They have like Draymond Green still doing what he got to do. Steph still gonna be Steph. So even though Steph is going over, he's getting off to a slow start this year. I feel like he'll pick it up. You know what I'm saying? Still get back to where Steph be doing. But
Yeah.
yeah, they definitely surprising me too. I'm not gonna lie. Like I wasn't imagining them being 8-2 right now. I thought they was gonna be like what 2-8 or what
Two and
3 and yeah. I just thought it wasn't gonna be a good team. Just on the fact it's like. If they made the playoffs last year with Clay, how do you expect to make the playoffs? With like, if they made the playoffs without him, with him, how do you expect to make the playoffs without him this year? Like, that's a big part. It's Clay Thompson. Like, that's a big part of it. That's like what 15 to 20 points gone every game. So if one of them role players can step up and do what they got to do, I mean, I can see them still being a good team later on to come.
And that was the thing though, like if you looked around the media, they talked about how some of the role players haven't improved. You know what I'm saying? Which I thought Kaminga was coming into his own, but I was hearing things about Moody, like you said, and how Wiggins might have declined a little bit, which I didn't think he did for real. Um, Trace Jackson Davis, who's a key piece for them also. So they're playing pretty well. They're playing great actually. We're gonna see how long it keeps up, if it keeps up. Um, and like another team that's right with them is the Suns. And the Suns, for those of y'all, like I want to tell y'all right now, I was on the Suns bandwagon. I was.
Yeah, he really was.
Last year, right? That was
Yeah,
last
yeah.
2 years ago.
That was about the year before last, I think.
Year before that. No, no, no. When they got Bradley Beal. I was last year.
Okay, yeah. Last year, last
Yeah,
year.
I was on their bandwagon last year when they got swept by the Timberwolves. I thought they were going to go to at least the conference finals, at least. I thought they were playing great basketball when everyone got healthy and were playing together. That wasn't the case. They
No.
got swept, and you know, I haven't seen them the same ever since. And now Durant's injured. They're playing great, and we're gonna see how that keeps up right with the Warriors. But I don't know. It's, when it comes to them, it's like there's something in my mind where it's just like no matter how great they play, it's not gonna be sustainable. Kind of like how with the Clippers when Kawhi was healthy and everyone was healthy and they were playing good last year before he got injured in the playoffs. So I don't really know. Like I said, the Suns are a good team. They should be doing this. It shouldn't shock me that they are doing this, but I don't know, bro. I don't know. And now Durant's gone for what, 2 weeks?
Yeah, about a couple
So,
weeks.
so we're gonna see. I do like the rookie they picked up though. Ryan
Ryan
Dunn.
Dunn.
I like him. I like his game.
I do want to let the people know that I always knew the Suns was on fraud watch. I'm sorry. I knew they was on fraud watch. I even when they got Bradley Beal, I even knew I was like, no, this is not gonna work out. It's just for the fact that man, they ain't had no defense. It was just they weren't the team that I thought they should have been. Like you have Devin Booker, Bradley Beal, KD all on one team. You should at least make something, not get swept by just Anthony Edwards and Cat. Like that's crazy. But this year they showing like. Hey, they showing that they're the team that they should have been this whole time. And when KD hurt, they just lost to the Kings without him. But I mean, Bradley Beal, Devin Booker had both almost like 30. So I mean, we're gonna see. I don't know. I don't think there might be I don't think they're gonna be a good team without KD. I'm gonna be honest with you. Just for the fact of the matter is that's KD last 25 points a game. He was in the MVP, they said he was in the MVP conversation, so that's a couple games going without him. I don't know. I can't I really don't think they'll do much without him. That's me personally, though.
And shit, when you look at their upcoming schedule, they got the Jazz coming up.
I
Then
mean, that might be a dub.
that's tonight.
Yeah,
Then you got the Kings, Thunder, Timberwolves, Magic, Knicks, Lakers.
that's a
And
tough stretch of games.
that's some good games right there. That's a gauntlet of games.
Yeah, honestly, they can lose every last one of them.
They could, but they can also win some of these too. I mean, I'm not gonna say they're gonna win all of them. Like the Timberwolves, I don't think they're gonna win the versus Timberwolves. I don't think they're gonna win versus the Thunder. But
Wait, you don't think they'll beat the Thunder even with the lineup they got?
no, they can. I said I don't think they're gonna win.
Oh, no, no, that's what I'm saying. Okay, I just want to make sure.
Yeah, but then again, I don't know because they don't got Chet, they got Nurkic, you got you know what I'm saying. So I don't know. It depends. If they stick with this really small lineup, I don't know. But it worked versus the Clippers, so I would assume they're gonna keep doing it.
But I
But
think the Suns is a better team than the Clippers, though, so we got to see about that. It'll still be a good game.
they had better without Durant. Without Durant, they
I
had better
mean,
team.
Clippers ain't got no cool. Well, I mean, they still got Bradley Beal and Devin Booker. All they got is James Harden and Zubac.
Bradley Beal is not
Okay, so
that
we're not counting
bad.
him as no All-Star no more. He's not good.
He hasn't made an All-Star team in how long?
That's true. You're right about that.
He's an All-Star caliber
Yeah.
player, but
I mean,
he also pissed me off in the playoffs last year
yeah, for
doing
sure.
that BS versus Ants. So
Yeah,
I
you're
don't
right.
know.
I mean, yeah, the Clippers might be a better team right now.
I mean,
It's
it's
up in the air for I feel like for both of them right now. I don't know.
without Durant, those two teams to me are up in the air. Without Durant.
Yeah,
Um,
they make a big difference.
but yeah, let's move on though. Let's talk about the Mavericks, man. The Mavericks getting Klay Thompson. They were in the finals last year. Kyrie just had a great performance in a loss to, I ain't gonna lie, Jokic may be the MVP again.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
He may
lie
be
to
the
you. I was thinking about
MVP.
that too.
You know what I'm saying? So, if we're gonna talk about him in a little bit, the Mavericks getting Klay Thompson, probably the second best, third best shooter of all time to go
Mhm.
along with Kyrie and Luka, two guards that face a lot of double teams. So when they kick, Klay may get some easier open shots than what he got last year. Um, what do you think of them? Do you feel like making the moves with Klay, getting back Dinwiddie, can they get back to the championship game, or do you feel like some of these teams then got a little bit better and they may have missed their window?
Uh, I feel like this is like the Mavs always gonna be that team where it's like nobody's really gonna talk about them. People gonna brush them off until when it gets to playoffs and Luka doing his thing, Kyrie doing his thing. And now that they got Klay Thompson, they make the playoffs with Klay Thompson. You know how Klay Thompson something gets in the playoffs sometimes. So
Game six.
that'd be a good thing to see. I just personally feel like right now, how the way they playing, I think the chemistry part, they just trying to get Klay Thompson going because Klay Thompson is not really, he's averaging about like 12 points a game. I think they need to get him going, get that chemistry going so that way they can start getting some wins. Because they just lost to Denver by two. And Denver, like about the third, fourth best team in the West. So
I'm about to look that up actually. It
I
might be
guess
the
that
fourth
what Denver
best.
7-3. and they only lost by 2 points.
Yeah, they're the fourth team, fourth seed.
Over the first seed, so I mean, Mavericks always gonna be that one team. They always fall through the like what 4 to 6 range in the playoffs. So
Mhm.
I feel like they still got a good team to make the playoffs. It's just once they get Klay Thompson going, everybody going in that zone where everybody can get chemistry going, they'll be fine.
What do you think about Jokic, man?
I'm sorry, bro. Jokic is
This
Jokic
like
is
he
Jokic.
may I ain't gonna lie. This may be the year he averaged triple double.
No,
This may be that year.
it's gonna be that year. He's averaging more assists by two more assists than everybody else in the league. 11 assists as a center is insane, bro.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty. That's good. I'm not gonna lie. We watching some crazy stuff right now,
But
bro.
can he be the MVP? Because my thing is, I don't agree with how the voters do this stuff,
Yeah,
right?
right, right, right.
But and I hear a lot. I hear some things like, "Oh, well, he's already won three, and he has the one championship, but he needs to do something else in the playoffs to get to get a fourth one." Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you,
Yeah,
you hear those rumors about how not rumors, but you hear those talks about, well, if he's going to be a back-to-back MVP, at least he needs to go on a great playoff run first before he gets another MVP. Like, Jokic already won it last year, and my thing is with voter fatigue. Like, I feel like voter fatigue is BS. Like, I don't think it should be a thing. Y'all have a job to do, so therefore do your job the right way, right? There's no need to be fatigued in anything. If he's playing the MVP caliber, give it to him, and his team's good. But well, I don't know, man. It's like I said, this may be the year he averaged a triple double. So my thing is, given his team's record, could you see it again? You know what I'm saying? Could you see him win the MVP again?
I'm not gonna lie. If his team is about top five in the league, and he's doing this, averaging 29, like 13, 11, yeah, they got to give it to him. I mean. They have to give it to him. They have to.
I have to.
Especially if especially if he's averaging more assists than everybody else in the league like this, more than point guards. He's first in rebounding. He's like what, top five in points. So it's like, I mean, his stats is insane, bro. I mean, you have to give it to him. At least the team gotta be top five because AD right now is leading the MVP leader. Is
Yeah,
MVP leader. And I'm sorry, like you said, want the Lakers to win. I love AD, but it's like AD's averaging about what, 31, 32 points a game. Can we really sit here and look at what Jokic is doing and be like, deserves his MVP? Like, he's really doing some 30 points a game, 13 rebounds, 11 assists is crazy. Like, we
Mhm.
have never seen something like that. Russell Westbrook averaged triple double, but like, this is crazy. This is crazy, bro.
I
I'm
feel like
sorry.
it was more impressive that Russ did it because he's 6'3".
It's true, but it's also impressive because he's a center and he's slow.
He is slow. He is.
Like
He
he's
knows how to use
straight
his body.
fundamentals. Huh?
He knows how to use his body. Like I'm
Yeah,
saying,
right. And that's true.
he
That's true.
can't jump
True.
for nothing, but he just leans on you and then
He bodies people under the basket so fast. It looks like he's traveling. Like I seen one in the highlights, like he was doing a little spin, a little fake thing, but it's like it looked like his both legs was moving, but he was just using his body the whole time. Like he's that good, like
his IQ is off the charts.
off the
I
charts.
feel like I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't think this is like terrible to say, but his IQ might be on the level of LeBron's.
No, it definitely is. LeBron even said it himself.
You know what I'm saying? Like to me, Jokic is that good. Like he's the best player in the NBA right now, and I don't know. Like he's just what he is doing, and he's not really being talked about right now. But I don't know, man.
See, my thing is, bro, and that's the sad part. We're taking what he's doing for granted because we didn't got so accustomed to what he does. It doesn't really phase the media no more. Like, okay, Jokic averaging a triple double. He was almost averaging a triple double for the past couple of years. So what he's doing now is like, this is Jokic. That's crazy. Like we can't something like this. We can't just be like, no, he's not the MVP because he got the MVP for doing this the past couple of years. Like, what can he, like, you think about it, what can he change up? He had to average what? They near 40 points just for him to get it? Like, this is insane. Like, we have not seen something from a big man. And just because he's been doing it the past couple of years, now it's like, yeah, he might not get it because we used to him doing this. So like, what else can you do? I
Yeah.
don't know. That's my opinion on it.
But team record comes down to it
No, and that's true. But
also,
that's
which I
true.
disagree with, and I've always disagreed with. I mean, having a winning record, yes, but a winning record at that. But with that, if he's 45 and 37, he not getting that.
No, I think
But
in this
Tatum won't either.
situation they need to because remember Russell Westbrook OKC was what like 16. He won the MVP.
He was a 6 seed. But
So they should do something like if he keeps his same numbers up and they like a 6 seed, yeah, they need to do that for him.
but
I'm
my
sorry.
thing is, will they? Because remember, I was hearing at that time, I was hearing from some of the media that they didn't want to give Russ the MVP because he was a 6 seed. I was hearing that, you know what I'm saying? So I'm with you. I feel like if they're anywhere in the playoffs, if they're 1 through 6, he can be six. Really, he could be in the play-in if you ask me. If he's in the play-in, like seventh or eighth seed, give it to him. If he's going to keep his
Playing
job.
is different though. Playing is
But
different.
think about it though. The play-in didn't always exist. 1 through 8 was the playoffs.
Yeah, right.
So really, if he's the 7th seed, like they just made the play-in, but that's really the top 8 teams are playoff teams.
Right, right, right.
That's
That's
just
true.
me. That's just me.
But you also got to think about the 9 and 10 seeds are playing against the 7 8s just to get in the 7 8 seed spot. You know what I'm saying? It's not really the same because now 10 people is making it. Playoffs realistically not really making it, but
Yeah.
now they're playing making play in, so that's up in the air for real.
Yeah. I mean, I love AD. I don't know if he's gonna keep this pace up. That's why I'm not even really gonna.
I don't know. I don't know, bro. He's actually it looked like he been dominant. It's looked kind of easy for him. I think he could keep up 30 points a game, not gonna lie to you.
Can he,
It looks
bro? Can he?
easy.
Can he?
If he stays injury free from any like real serious injuries like hamstring something like that, I think he can keep up 30 points a game. I think he can. Because when I've been seeing it, he looks unstoppable. Like it's not there's no stopping him. And his 3 point shot, he's making his 3 points consistently, it looks like. Yeah, it's over with.
But for me, it's like we've seen this before.
We have,
Ain't
but
nothing new.
no, that's true, but he never averaged 30 with LeBron.
He's never averaged 30 with LeBron, but my thing is, we've seen him go on stretches where he's averaging 30.
No, yeah, yeah, stretches,
And
but I think he could do. I think he could do because he was going to have more than 30 points against the against the last team they played if he didn't get hurt.
yeah,
But the Raptors, he would have had more than 30. He had
we gonna
22 in the third quarter.
we gonna see. We gonna see. I'm not so completely. Give me till like January.
All right, yeah, we'll do
Till
we'll do a
January.
couple games in. Yeah, we'll
If
do
he
that.
keeping this up, then yeah. But I
Yeah.
feel like right now, I don't know what the odds are. I'd have to look it up. But I feel like right now the top three players that should be favored for MVP are AD, Jokic, and Tatum out of Boston. And I really want to see Tatum win it based off how they did him in the summertime and not giving him the Finals MVP award or the Eastern Conference Finals MVP award. Not giving those two awards to him when he was the best player on the team. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm a Laker fan saying a Celtics should win it, but it's true. Like I want him to win it. I really do. Him or AD, but really, really Tatum.
No, Tatum, this would be a good like redemption year for Tatum, like vengeance. But I mean. The way that Jokic is playing is kind of hard. It's like it's putting a stop to that. It's putting a halt to that because like
Yeah.
you still got to praise for what Jokic is doing. Like even though Tatum is doing what he's doing on this redemption tour, it's like what Jokic is doing is insane. So AD averaging 30 points a game is crazy too. Like so, I mean, we still got to put that in perspective.
We're gonna see. I mean, it's still early around the league. We only what 10 games in, 10,
Yeah.
11 game, 12 games in for some teams.
I will say I feel like whoever has the best record, if it's them three still all year, whoever has the best record is going to win MVP.
MVP. Um, quick question, bro. What is your I know it's really early, but what is your really early finals picks predictions? Like, who do you see making the finals this year?
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I was thinking I'm gonna say Celtics, Celtics OKC. Because I
Okay.
think with Chet they'd be a different team. I wanted to say, yeah, yeah. Celtics OKC.
It's looking like that. Um, we'll see. Speaking of which, do you feel like the Bucks should clean house?
Yeah, I think it's about time to wrap that up, honestly. Nah, I'm gonna give it 20 to 25 more games. I have to.
Bro,
Because
they're two
Chris
and eight.
Middleton, I don't know if Chris Middleton came back or not. He didn't come back yet, right?
No, but he wouldn't make that much of a difference. Come on, man.
I don't you never know. I'm gonna have to give it more time. I'm gonna have to give it more time. I'm gonna have to.
Bro, when Middleton was playing with Dame, he barely took, he wasn't the same Middleton that we know when he was
No,
playing
he
with
wasn't.
Dame.
He wasn't, but they still don't have a full team with them. Like can we get them two to get the full team? Can we give them that at least a couple more games? I would say 20 to 25 games in. They might can turn this around. Because they really supposed to be a good team. It's just what they're doing is tragic right now. I'm surprised about this.
A lot of people gonna blame Doc Rivers. I'm Me being a player, I'm not one to blame the coach because the coach not out there playing.
That's true.
Players is out there playing. The players are out there playing. It's on them to execute. But vibes matter, camaraderie matters. And when you look at the fact that Adrian Griffin had this same team, I think what 30 and 12 or something like that,
Yeah,
and
and they fired him.
then they fired him for really. I feel like the Bucks shouldn't even fired Budenholzer because like they tried to blame him for that playoff loss against Miami, but if you ask me, Giannis choked in that series.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what lost it for him, not Budenholzer. So I know like they're gonna talk about some of his coaching calls, and I get that, but again, I just feel like Giannis choking under pressure like that cost him that series, not necessarily Budenholzer. But Adrian Griffin should not have been fired. He should not have been fired at all, and he was. And I feel like they're still paying the price for that right now. So
I'm wondering what he got fired for.
I think it was like a disconnect in the locker room or something like that,
I
or
heard about that. I heard
something
about
like
that
that.
too. I heard it
Disconnect.
like I think they say he said like Dame and Giannis won't go win games from just by themselves or something like that.
Yeah,
Uh,
I think it was. Yes, it was something like that. It was something along those lines, saying that Giannis had to like sacrifice.
yeah,
Had
it's
to
sacrifice.
sacrifice. The stars got to sacrifice and something like that. But my thing is, when I heard that, I'm like, what's wrong with that? Like,
Yeah, he's keeping it real with it. Like that's the
yeah,
truth.
no one man is bigger than a team, no
Yeah,
matter who
facts.
you are. Like, yeah, you're the best player. You're Giannis Antetokounmpo, but wait, are you above being there for your teammates? Are you above sacrificing for them? Like, come on, bro. Like, yeah, that was BS. He shouldn't have been fired for that.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, I agree with you on that.
But yeah, bro, let's get into these picks for tomorrow. Um, we are a show that goes every Tuesday. Um, so every Tuesday we're gonna be making picks for the very next day for Wednesday. So that way, when we get the video out to you guys, you'll hear our picks and some of our thoughts. First game up, 7 o'clock, Pacers versus Magic. Again, the Magic are without Paulo. Um, for the foreseeable future. Who you got winning, bro, and why?
Pacers Magic. I'm gonna have to go with Pacers just because they don't have Paulo. I mean, Pacers got a full team, healthy roster. Magic doesn't. Paulo is a big part of that's about 20 some points a game going. So
Yeah.
I had to give it to the Pacers on that game.
And Paulo was playing great before he got hurt too.
Yep,
He
he
was playing
was.
great. Like the Magic was a team where I was like, they may rival one of these powerhouses in the East. Um, so hopefully Paulo gets back healthy and we'll see what happens there. I'm with you. I'm gonna say Pacers because they got a full team also. I wouldn't be shocked if the Magic won. Halliburton has not been good this season up to this point. He had a great game last game,
Right.
but when you look at the totality of the season, he hasn't been the best. But I'm gonna go Pacers as well. On this one also. Next game up, we got the Thunder Pelicans.
Oh yeah, I got the Thunder.
Thunder.
Yeah, I got Thunder. Pelicans, everybody's hurt.
Yeah, no Zion. I've given up on Zion. I've given up on him.
Yeah, he gets hurt. He gets hurt too often. He's injury prone. It's sad to say. Like it's
Yeah.
what he's too good for that. But I mean, what can you do?
And it sucks, man, because in my opinion, he should be like the best player in the league or close to
Yeah,
it.
he closed too. I've seen last year what he did to the Lakers. What he did to
And got hurt in that game.
and got hurt. He was really scoring every last point.
40 points, I think he had in that game before
Yep.
he got injured. 40 and 10, I think.
Yep.
Um, and also just to piggyback off that, that was after they criticized him. 'Cause remember in that playing game, not playing game, in that in-season tournament game versus the Lakers, he was terrible versus LeBron. He
Yep.
had like 12 points, seemed a little scared or timid. I don't know. He just wasn't attacking for real. So for him to bounce back from that, I was happy to see, but these he just can't escape injuries. Um, Next game, 7:30, Cavs Sixers with Embiid.
Cavs.
I don't know about that one. I ain't gonna lie. I
It's
don't.
only Cavs and Paul George. If they had Tyrese Maxey, maybe, but just Paul George, just PG and Embiid. No, I don't think
But you
so.
got to look at the overall makeup of the team, though. I mean, you have Embiid back, but then you got Oubre, you got Drummond still, you got Lowry. Jared McCain, the rookie, had a great game last game. You got one of the Martin twins. I think this is Caleb
Yeah.
Martin. Yeah, you
Yeah.
got Caleb Martin. Like, you don't think, yeah, it's Caleb Martin. You don't think the Sixers have a real shot to beat them? Like,
No, no, they have a real shot. I just feel like the Cavs is gonna win the game. The Cavs still got everybody. They're healthy. Like they have everybody, the whole starting five. I mean, it's just they've been on chemistry to be 12-0 right now. So I mean, you still I feel like they think Maxey. Like Maxey is a Sixers. Like if they had Maxey, that would have had them beating the Cavaliers. But since the
yeah,
Cavs got a full team, I'm gonna give it to the Cavs. About like a couple points though.
yes. I don't know. That's a toss up for me. I can see that game going either way. This is Embiid's first game back tonight, so when I look at tomorrow, well, he's not playing back to back, so therefore, yeah, I got the Cavs also. You're right, he ain't playing back to backs. So, next game, Bulls and Knicks.
Knicks.
Knicks, yeah, and in short order, the Knicks. Yeah, this
Yeah,
should
that's
be
it. Should be no explanation. You already know.
yeah,
Knicks.
this should be a game in their favor.
Yeah.
But I do like how Giddy's playing though.
No, Giddey's playing good.
You know what I'm
I feel
saying?
like he's still not. I feel like he. I feel like I thought he was going to end up scoring more, but he seems like he's still scoring the same amount of points he was going to score in OKC. I feel like
Yeah, but the
it's the same
rebounds,
type game.
yeah, saying it, but the rebounds and assists up a little bit. Um, he has the ball in his hands a lot more now. So I don't know. Like we'll see. I thought he was gonna score more too, though. I really did. I said he had 18, 8, and 7 last game. I'm about to look at his averages right now.
Yeah, it was like 14, I think.
Yeah, 14, 6, and 7. Um, I mean, like I said, it's still early. He's not, I mean, he never really gave me the vibe that he's gonna score, score, score. I did think he'd be more than 14, but he's an all-around point guard, so we'll see what happens there.
Right.
Um, Celtics, Nets.
Oh, Celtics. Yeah.
No explanation there. Celtics, Jalen Brown's back. Um, yeah, to me, the Celtics should run away in the East with or without Porzingis. I do think they need Porzingis to win a championship and and so forth. But right now, nah, they're good.
Right.
Wizards, Spurs. How you liking Wimby, man?
Now, Wemby had a good game yesterday. He had a good game yesterday. I mean, he was kind of shocking me, only averaging about 17 a game in the first couple of games. But I mean,
Yeah,
he had a good game last game. I like how they got Chris Paul on there. I got the Spurs. I got the Spurs though. Spurs definitely beat the Wizards.
Spurs.
Wizards are
Yeah,
just too young. They have good players. Bub Carrington, he's nice.
yeah.
Alex Sarr not really showing me nothing for real. Um, Yeah, they have a good young squad, but they're not. I don't think they can beat the. I don't think they beat the Spurs.
Spurs. Yeah.
Wemby might have a field day.
Yeah. Jordan Poole's found his shot. He's playing a lot
Yeah,
better.
Jordan Poole's doing good for sure.
Yeah. I'm happy to see that because it really pissed me off seeing how bad he was playing last year. When you look at the fact that he was very, very good on the Warriors, winning a championship with them. I got the Spurs in this game too, though. I think Wemby is going to have a field day. I think him playing alongside Chris Paul has helped him a lot. You got Harrison Barnes out there. They're an older team now, more of a veteran team now. Not more of a veteran team because they still got young players, but I think now it's a healthy mix.
They got
Of,
the key. They got the key and right veterans around them.
yeah. So I got the Spurs also. Next game, Bucks Pistons.
I want to say Bucks, but the Pistons could win.
Yeah, I want to say Bucks, but the Pistons could win that game.
The
They
Pistons could
really
win.
could.
I don't really know that's gonna be a good game.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
say
say
Bucks.
I'm gonna say Pistons just because the Bucks trash right now.
My thing
Just-
is this: I feel like the Bucks need to make some sort of move. If you're gonna keep this team together with this coach, you need to make a move before the trade deadline.
Yeah, they have
Look
to.
at someone like a Jimmy Butler. Look at someone outside of Dame and Giannis that can impact the game. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? They need to make a move. If not, blow this team up. Like you said, I mean, the Pistons got a better record than them right now. So both losing records, but I mean, the Pistons they got
The
KD.
Pistons upside, I feel like is better.
Yeah, added Tobias Harris, added Malik Beasley and Tim Hardaway. You got Duran out there, Jaden Ivey. Um,
Cade playing crazy.
K playing crazy right now. I think he got back-to-back triple doubles.
Yep.
This could very easily be a game the Pistons just get up for and win. But like I said, we'll see with that one. I'm gonna say Bucks. I'm gonna pay respect to Giannis and Dame and what they've done. I'm gonna say Bucks. Clippers, Rockets.
Uh, Clippers.
Clippers.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Clippers.
Clippers 65.
Clippers by a couple points. It's gonna be a good game. Clippers by a couple points.
Rockets 7-4. It's in Houston. I don't know. That one.
That's up and down. It could go either
Yeah.
way.
I'm gonna say Rockets. I'm gonna say Rockets because um I don't trust James Harden. I don't trust him in the playoffs. And there's certain games in the regular season I don't trust him in. And he's shooting terrible. He's scoring, he's assisting, but he's older. He's older now. You can see it. He's older now.
He's averaging what 36% from the field, 25% from the 3-point
Nasty.
line.
Nasty. Like, bruh,
He averaged about 9 assists, what makes up for it, I guess. But
that don't make up for it. It helps. That don't make
that's
up for it.
bad. That's
This
bad.
is James Harden we're talking about here.
Yeah,
He's not that same guy no more.
he's just
He
shot chucking.
shows.
Yeah, you
And remember when
doing
I asked you, I said, bro, I think I asked you like last year or 2 years ago, I said, if James Harden had his own team again, could he go back to that? I forget what you said, but it's
I say he probably could or something like that, but he's showing that he can't make the same shots.
yeah, he can. It's like he's a step slower. He's not getting by his
Yeah,
screen. It's
he's
like
not as fast. He's not as quicker.
yeah. Next game, uh, this is an interesting matchup. Suns, Kings.
No, I got Kings. Well, KD got Kings.
Kings, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna say Kings too without Kevin Durant. I love that they got DeMar DeRozan. I think they're a team that got better. Remember when I asked you that question, have certain teams in the West got better um earlier in the show? They're a team that came to my mind at that time. I think they'll be a playoff team with DeRozan. I think he gives them that clutchness, when it comes down to them waning moments, who's gonna get it for you. So
Right.
I got them in this game also. And last one, Timberwolves, Blazers.
Timberwolves.
Timberwolves, yeah.
Ant-Man better go crazy.
Yeah, not much to say here. Blazers just don't really have enough for the Timberwolves. Now, it's an NBA team. Any team can get up and play their best any given day, but just a talent gap here. I got Timberwolves also. Um, so like I said on this pod, we are mainly an NBA basketball show, but we do talk a little bit of football. Me being a Steelers fan, he's a Bears fan. My team is great. His team sucks. Um, bro, just from this past Sunday, man, what are some things that stood out to you this past Sunday?
Um, well, yeah, talking about my Bears. Yeah, we not as good as I thought we was gonna be this year. We 19-3 to the Patriots is insane. It's the Patriots. Uh, I mean, your team did good. I can't lie. Yeah, yeah, y'all control me because we just not as good as I thought. We're worse than I thought we was gonna be. Let's just put it that way. I had high hopes for us. I thought we was gonna win at least 10 games. We might end up lose every last game that we got left. And that's no shade to my team. I really love my team. Like I'm a diehard Bears fan, but it's just like we gotta get something together. We just fired our OC. Um, yeah, we're going through some pains right now, but it's all good though. We're gonna get right. We're gonna get right. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, 'cause your Steelers is doing good. I can't even talk nothing. I can't say nothing about y'all. Y'all doing good. Oh, we are what, 7-2?
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all good. Y'all just beat the Commanders. Congratulations. Um, yeah, so
Hey, yeah. It said we looking good. I am a Steelers fan again. I think we're gonna go far this year. Got the Ravens next week, and we're gonna dog walk them.
I'm
But
sorry.
I'm not gonna say dog walk, but I
Yeah,
think we're
don't
gonna
do
beat
that.
them though. Lamar tends to struggle against Pittsburgh. In the recent years, I think he's like 2-4 against us, and I think it's like 4 touchdowns, 7 picks he's thrown against us also in his time. Um, but yeah, Chiefs, they got some sort of voodoo magic when they play
Yeah,
because
like I've never seen that before. You block a field goal on a game winning field. That's crazy.
you
Like
are a 300-pound offensive lineman. You got bull rushed on the game-winning kick. How?
it was like the football gods just answer prayers for them. Hoping they stay undefeated. Because there's no way they should be 9-0. They beat every team by at least a couple of points. There's no way.
Yeah, we gonna see what happens with that. Uh, and Bengals, man.
Oh yeah.
I'm Bengals, man. For those, I'm gonna clear something up. I'm a Steelers fan, so any team in my division I hate. But Joe Burrow is my favorite quarterback in the league. I love his game. I love how he plays. And this year he's getting a lot of slander that he shouldn't be getting. I don't know why he's getting slandered, saying that the team's not winning and QB, the best QB status, the best QB status quarterback wins and all this stuff. My thing is the man's thrown 24 touchdowns, 4 picks, has like a 108 rating, I think 109 rating.
Hmm.
Like second or third in QBR, first in passing yards, first in touchdowns. He shouldn't be getting slandered like that. He shouldn't. Y'all keep saying, well, I'm hearing, oh well, hold him to the same standard you hold Lamar or you hold Josh Allen. But I mean, Josh Allen and Lamar haven't played like this. Josh Allen's played like this one year when he threw 37 touchdowns and had 10 picks. Lamar had a year like this also, but my thing is Joe has showed in the big moments in the playoffs that he'll come through when you haven't really seen that for those two guys, you know. So I don't like the slander, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I don't like it either. I mean, he's he's doing good things for the team. It's just they're just not winning. It's just that's just the only problem. They're just losing too many close games. I mean, it's just not his fault.
Yeah, so like I said, that's a little bit of the NFL. Like I said, we are mainly a basketball pod. We're gonna talk some football, some life stuff as well if we get into that. But no, we want to let you guys know that, like, we want to let you guys know that we are big football fans. Again, I'm a Steelers fan. He's a Bears fan, and we keep up with it. So, what you guys saw today was basically what's going to happen. Like, we're going to talk about the NBA, talk about what's going on around the NBA, and then when we get done with that, we're gonna discuss a little football also. But that's all for today. We thank you guys for tuning in. Um, Again, we're going every Tuesday. Try to upload for you guys on Wednesday so that way you see it before we give all our NBA picks before the game start. We appreciate you guys. Thank you guys. Catch you in the next video.
All right, see you later.